Hey guys, this is your boy, WWE Hall of Famer, Stevie Ray, and I'm going to be coming to Boss Up Houston with my new podcast, The Stevie Ray. So, if you don't want to miss what's really going on, holla at your boy. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again for the new year. This is the Stevie Ray Experience. I am your host, Stevie Ray, with my main man, Mr. Angel Corona. Angel, we have been on a sabbatical.
Man, we were missing for a while, Stevie Ray.
You know, Angel, I thought we was coming back last week.
Yeah, same here.
But they told me no. They told me no. Come back this week at mid-January.
Mid-January, yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of lost my flow a little bit, but you know what helped me?
What's that?
I started straight shooting with Stevie Ray last week. So it got me going.
Got the blood flowing.
Got the blood flowing, man, because I didn't do nothing as far as podcasting, as far as anything that had to do with us doing shows and stuff like that. Man, I just went on a total shutdown.
Yeah, man, every time the holidays come around, it just seems like you go missing. I mean, people just go missing for a while. Friends, family. Yeah. But, man, Happy New Year. It's good to be back.
Good to be back, man.
Let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
Boss Up Houston Network. Been a lot of things going down since we've been gone, man.
Long list.
I don't even know where to start, man. I don't even know where to start. But this weekend, playoffs.
Yeah.
But you know what I really want to start with before I get to the playoffs?
What's that?
Houston Texans. That's what I want to start with.
Let's talk about it.
Houston Texans.
Yeah. They got rid of the old, and they're going to hire someone new.
Okay, let's talk about that. You follow the Texans pretty close.
That's right.
This is a team that's, I think, as far as management goes, and that leaks down to the participants underneath them, coaches, players, so on and so forth. Maybe secretaries,
Receptionists.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Mailroom guys.
Ball boys.
Yeah. Something's not right, man. Something's not right with this team. I'm no expert, but I'm trying to figure out. Firstly, I've been trying to figure out the hiring of David Culley. Got nothing against the man. The hiring of David Culley came out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
This guy wasn't one of the top guys that was up for a head coaching job, but he gets the job, nonetheless. So for the last 12 months, I've been trying to figure it out. Just like I figured out the Donald Trump saga. I figured it out. Did you know that?
Cracked the code.
I cracked the code, man. But this one, I just never could put everything together. Then at the end of the season, I was just looking at a program on ESPN earlier this week. And they were talking about coaches on the hot seat.
Yeah.
And they were also talking about certain coaches that had already got let go. People like Mike Zimmer, who I thought was a good coach. And some of the other ones, what's his name, with the Giants?
Judge.
Joe Judge. Yeah, Joe. Another one I tried to figure out, but I couldn't do it. And nobody ever will. Who cares anyway? But, man, you know what they said on that program?
What'd they say?
David Culley was not on the hot seat. That's what they said. They said, no, David Culley isn't. We haven't heard anything. These are Adam Schefter guys.
Right,
and all these guys
who are insiders.
Yeah. And I think he'll be given another year. 2 days later, he wasn't even given 48 hours from this program. So let's dive into that a little bit. You give the man nothing to play with.
Right.
You bring in Philip Lindsay's of the world. You bring in the Mark Ingrams of the world. And they're gone.
And they're both gone.
In the middle of the season.
So now you got to pick up Rex Burkhead.
But Wes Burkhead was there before them.
Right.
He just hurt himself. And once he got healthy, Rex Gross, Burkhead, he was really running the ball.
Yeah, he's decent.
David Johnson was trying. He was trying. But my thing is this. Everything's convoluted. Everything's convoluted. And you want this man to come in and do what? Your quarterback is not even here. You have a rookie by the name of Davis Mills the third. Not the second.
Not the first.
Not the first.
The third.
It's two more of them out there somewhere. That we don't even know who
Even that big neck of his.
Where are they?
Right.
I got nothing against Davis Mills. Okay. I saw him play at Stanford. He was kind of rock steady, but, didn't start very long, maybe a year or so. But Davis Mills, he did what he did, third-round draft choice. Okay. But you brought Tyrod Taylor in, who actually looked pretty good the first couple of games.
Right, yeah.
And then Tyrod, as usual, injured.
Yeah. He got injured, week 2 versus the Browns?
Yes.
It was a week 3, yeah.
On a scramble.
Right, yeah.
And the next thing I know, he's on a bicycle, built for one, himself. Nobody saw him for 3, 4, 5 weeks? What?
Yeah. And when he came back, he wasn't the same.
I don't know what happened. But I'm going to say this about the Texans. They played hard for David Culley.
Yeah.
They played hard. Zach Cunningham, let go in the middle of the season. What's with that?
Yeah, Tennessee's like, thank you so much.
Yeah.
They picked him up.
I appreciate it.
And they just paid the guy.
I appreciate it. You just gave him a big contract.
With this hire, it doesn't make sense from the very beginning because David Culley's been in the NFL as an assistant coach for, I don't know, too many years.
30 years?
30 years, something like that. You would think eventually somebody would give him the chance to be a head coach. Not towards the tail end of his coaching career. That's what it looks like, And
but the thing is,
well-deserved.
He's never been a coordinator, though. The coordinators are usually the first guys up for advancement.
Right.
Unless you're like Joe Judge, just because you played for Bill Belichick, you're going to get a job in New York.
It's called the Belichick blessing.
Doesn't anybody get it? This is worse than the Wizard of Oz. This is work from the great Oz, who was actually hiding behind a curtain.
Right.
Don't anybody get this?
Right.
There is no Belichick tree.
Right.
Because they all do what? Fail. Flunk. That's what they called it back in my day. You didn't fail, you flunked.
That's true. That's so true. But David, there's reports out there, Stevie Ray, that David Culley wasn't able to even select his assistant coaches.
No, we don't want you to do nothing.
So you're like a puppet at this point.
Yeah, you like it.
1 year, you got a third string quarterback that finishes a year for you, and you get let go. I heard there were some disciplinary issues. I heard that, but the guys played hard.
The
talent was kind of mediocre, but the guys played hard. I definitely think they should have gave him another year. Especially now they're going to end up paying him for sitting on the couch.
17 more.
Yeah,
he got 5 up front. I'll take that from you idiotic, imbecilic idiots. I will take that. Give me $22 million for 6 months of work. I'll take it.
Yeah, so don't feel bad for the guy.
I don't feel bad for him. Who I feel bad for is the Texans.
That's right, their fan base.
So now who they're going to get?
Man, I like the idea of Brian Flores, a young guy.
Yeah, but who doesn't?
Exactly.
Okay, if I'm Brian Flores,
highest bidder or best location?
If I'm Brian Flores, and I'm looking down my list of teams that might give me.
He's in a good position. He's in a great position.
Texans on this list. I already see what you just did to one brother. Now you want to bring me in. I don't know. He just interviewed to Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago got a lot of upside. You got to realize.
They got a better plan as far as their young quarterback.
Well, that's what I was just about to ask you. who is Houston? We know Deshaun Watson doesn't want to play here, regardless of all his legal issues that's going on right now. Who is the Texans going to bring in? Is David Mills going to be the guy? Do you want Brian Flores or whoever the coach may be? Is David Mills the guy for the team?
I think you got to look at free agency, see who's going to be available. But I have no problem with Davis Mills. I think he's made strides. I think you put some building blocks around him. Maybe a better running game, another weapon outside, and I think he'll at least hold it down. Develop him enough, and then once he gets to that next level, then he can actually carry the team.
Well, if I'm Brian Flores, I just went through some stuff like that, and I don't want to go through it again. Okay, but be that as it may, right here, Boss Up Houston Network, Stevie Ray Experience. We got a lot to talk about today, and we will be right back.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up. Look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Want to be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance. With Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Hello everyone, this is Judge Mike Engelhardt. I've been one of your elected trial court judges since 2008. I'm running for the First Court of Appeals in the 2022 election. If you can hear this ad, I'm asking for your vote in the March 1st, 2022 Democratic primary. I've been named Trial Judge of the Year, and I'm a board-certified lawyer. Please vote for me, Mike Engelhardt, to send a qualified, reasonable, and fair judge to the First Court of Appeals. That's me, Judge Mike Engelhardt, for the First Court of Appeals. Please register to vote and vote for Judge Mike Engelhardt for the First Court of Appeals. Thank you.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 versus Xfinity, Spectrum, and Cox 400 meg, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, and 1.2 gig cable services with uploads of 10, 20, and 35 megabits per second. Download max speed is 920 megabits per second for internet 1000. Speed vary, not guaranteed.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. This is the Stevie Ray Experience right here, Boss Up Network. Hanging with my main man, Mr. Angel Corona. And we are going to feel the tidbits that we haven't had a chance to talk about, which is football. Yes.
Best time of the year, Stevie Ray.
Oh, man.
We got playoffs for the next, 2-3 weeks?
Yes.
Then we got the Super Bowl closing out, starting in February.
You know what people have been asking me?
What's that?
Hey, Stevie Ray, who's your pick to go to the Super Bowl? You know what I tell them? I'll know more after the first week in the playoffs. I'll know more. I don't know yet because right now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't see a clear cut. The one team that I would put money on would be the Green Bay Packers.
Right, yeah.
Other than that, it's wide open, AFC and NFC. I don't see the Patriots being the Buccaneers being the team that they were last year when there was a pandemic and nobody was in the audience and everything lined up. Right. If I didn't know better, I don't want to say it on the show.
I think I know what you're saying.
I don't want to say it on the show.
Maybe a little bit of an extended hand, to the Buccaneers.
Yeah, a lot of these, those phantom calls.
Yeah.
Phantom calls that come out of nowhere
right.
at the end of games. But I don't want to say anything. What do I know? But we got fans in the audience this year. Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're going to get that. Because of everything last year, with the pandemic and everything that was going on, a lot of people was really frustrated. The ratings were down in all sports as far as television goes, this, that, and the other. And people, I'm not going to watch football anymore. The people are kneeling. And, it's so many dumb people on this earth. Is that do you see the ratings in football?
Yeah.
This year? Do you know they got 93 of the top rated TV shows this whole year?
Yeah.
93.
And,
so somebody really care about you not watching? Go go home.
Go watch some soap operas.
Go eat your hot dogs.
Go watch some Netflix.
Yeah, and with some beans on the side. Because you didn't watch anyway. But anyway, what were you saying?
I was saying it was a good idea by the NFL. They got a lot of pushback whenever they said they were going to do Week 18.
Right.
And, man, this past weekend, there was tremendous amount of games.
It was crazy.
It feels like the past 4 or 5 weeks, there's always been at least a handful of games that have been just, absolute highlights the entire time.
Look at that game between the Chargers and the Raiders.
Man.
If they end in a tie, they both go to the playoffs.
I don't know if I was the coach and you were the coach, let's make a handshake. Let's wink at each other. Let's do a tie. Let's just run the ball, but don't score.
But the thing is, we might end up playing each other.
That's fine.
Next week.
I'll get my bonus.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I take that. I take that another game check.
Man. And there was some controversy behind that field goal kick.
Yeah.
And
he called the timeout.
Yeah.
Gave the Raiders a chance to get the play together.
That's right.
Then they make the first down. Yeah,
But that's the beauty of that Week 18 game is you want winner take all.
You want winner take all.
Winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home.
Yeah.
And that type of drama, man, it's a stimulate of people. People love to see that.
And it's the last game of the season for everybody. This is the last game.
So everybody's watching.
What's going to happen? Division rivals, young Derek against Justin Herbert, rookie head coach with the Chargers.
Yeah.
And an interim head coach with the Raiders.
Yeah, he might have secured his full-time position as the head coach.
I think he just got himself fired.
Think so?
I think because he's going to come out this week against the Bengals. If he wins against the Bengals, I think he got his job.
You got to give him that contract right then and there.
If he gets blown out against the Bengals, then there's going to be executives in there saying, "What did I tell you?"
Yeah.
He should have left with Gruden. They should have packed his bags too. You know how those guys.
Tickets.
You know how those guys like to link things together to make themselves seem like they're right.
That's right.
But this is crazy. When is the last time we seen an interim head coach make the playoffs?
Can't think of one.
I can't think of one.
Yeah. And it wasn't like, he was interim for 2 games or
right.
No, he was pretty much at the halfway point.
Yeah.
A little bit before the halfway point. So
yeah.
Congratulations to that guy. They finished 10-6?
Yes, 10-7 actually.
That's a damn good record.
Yeah. You win 10 games in this league, that's pretty good. Whether you make the playoffs or not. That's pretty damn good because we've seen teams win 10 games, not make the playoffs, and win 10 games and late 11 games and not make the playoffs, depending on what kind of division you're in, because sometimes you're in a division where, somebody's a little better, might have won 12 games, and the other divisions were weak, and all of those teams won 13, 14 games, you know what I'm saying, like, and you get left out. Then I've seen teams go 7-9.
That's what I was just about to ask you, Stevie Ray. The games today, there's 2 games today. You know, Buffalo and the Patriots play the later half.
Right.
And then you get the Bengals and the Raiders. Man, all the records are winning records.
Similar, yeah.
They're like 10-7. I think the Buffalo Bills are the only ones that are 11-6.
11-6, yeah.
I mean, I don't remember seeing a wild card playoff weekend that had so much good records. They're always typically a team that's like 7-8, or a tie, or something, you know, something like that.
And then they got to go up against a guy that won 12 games. You know,
Yeah, I mean, it's
pretty predictable.
Right. It's this week. It's a pretty, you know, even playing field.
Well, that's what the NFL has been clamoring for all these years, is parity. They got it now, man. They got it now, and so many teams are getting closer and closer to getting that franchise quarterback. You know, it's usually the big-time quarterback are going against some guy that might be in the league for 3 years, and then he's not around anymore. But everybody is doing a good job of getting those. Look at all the quarterbacks that's playing in the playoffs today.
Yeah.
Look at them. That kid for Cincinnati, Burrow, that kid is the truth, man.
Yeah, man. Gritty.
Oh, my. That kid, if you ask me, it's going to be between him and Justin Herbert in the next 3-4 years that you're going to be looking at like these are the guys that are the guys in the league. Because for to be that young and that good, you don't see this very often where guys are very, very good at a very, very young age. And they don't fold under pressure. I'm looking at that kid Herbert the other night, man, and I'm like, this guy can't be 23 years old. He looked like he's 35 years old.
Yeah. Big boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing bothers him. Nothing. It's like, just get me the ball back. Don't worry about it. Just don't complain. Shut up, man. Just make a couple of tackles. Get me the ball back, and I'm going to take it down the field. I mean, you can see that in him. You know, when he's on the sideline, no expression on his face.
Nothing.
No over there talking to the offense coordinator. What about this play?
Yeah.
None of that. He sit there with his helmet halfway on his head and just, you know, he never takes his helmet off. What's that about?
Yeah, I know, right?
Guy never takes his helmet off.
Might be an alien or something. I like him, man. All I remember about Justin Herbert is he holds his head, here's the play, throws a precision pass.
Oh, my goodness.
Maybe 20, 30 yards every single time.
Yeah.
I mean, and the guy can run, too.
Yeah.
The guy's, don't sleep on his legs, you know? So
yeah.
It's a sad thing that they didn't make the playoffs, but, man, he has a future, a bright future.
Oh,
my
goodness,
I can see him. I can see him having battles with Mahomes, him having battles with Burrow.
Yeah.
I mean, all those young elite quarterbacks.
It's just good to watch. But even Derek is emerging now. Yeah. You know, it's almost like he's got a new lease on life since Gruden's been gone.
It's holding him down, you know.
You think Gruden was holding him down?
That monkey on his back. See,
man, get out of here, man.
Shackles off.
Got a little freedom.
Right.
Derek has been throwing that ball, man. Derek is, man, it's just so exciting to watch these young guys do their thing, man. So exciting to me.
Yeah.
And that's what sports is all about. It's everybody out there collectively, 53 men collectively, working, fighting, battling for a common goal.
That's right. With that being said, Stevie Ray, who do you have in tonight's or today's games? Because it's pretty even matched everywhere.
Well, let's get to that.
Yeah.
Today's games. First game at 3:30, I think. Mm-hmm. Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
The Cincinnati Bengals. I don't like saying Cincinnati Bengals.
Why is that?
Because they're in the
same division
with my Steelers.
And the Steelers, correct.
So I really don't like saying that word, Cincinnati Bengals, man. But they're going against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Young Derek, I've always called him Young Derek, even though Derek probably about 30 years old now. But I've always called him Young Derek because I remember when his brother was drafted here. You remember that?
Yeah, I got bad.
2002.
Yeah.
His brother was drafted here, and remember he was in the background. He was a little bitty boy.
Yeah.
You know, now look at him.
In the playoffs.
Is that something, man?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying? You look at him now, you know, he's Liberty boy rooting his big brother on now. He's out there, you know, doing his thing, man.
And some say he's better than his older brother.
Some.
Hey, man, cut David Carr some slack, man. He was on a terrible team, man.
What did you
He had no offensive line. He was out there with, playing defense. I mean,
what did you say? Some.
Some.
Okay, I want to know what individual on this earth, what individual on Mother Earth, 7 billion people, actually thinks that Derek Carr is not as good or worse than David Carr.
I heard
their own parents don't believe that.
I heard your boy Skip Bayless said that.
Skip Bayless is out of his ever-loving, psychotic, eclectic mind. If he said, well, what the hell does Skip Bayless know about football anyway? Now I'm upset. We're going to have to take a break now because I'm upset that this man's name was even mentioned on this show. You know, Boss Up Houston Network, Stevie Ray Experience. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. I'm upset.
Events and Adventures knows how to make the most of being single. Get social, in person, try new things, and just have fun. Join Events and Adventures. We've been doing the single life right for over 30 years. 30 great events every month. Just visit eventsandadventures.com.
Hey guys, it's your girl matchmaker, comedian Amber Neal, and today I am bringing you my brand new book, hot off the press, guys. I have so many copies of these. Please get one, okay? It is called How My Kitty Betrayed Me, and it's about the women's lib movement and how one thing they don't tell you is, yes, we want money, education, and rights like men, but one thing that the women's rights movement doesn't explain to you is how we're still women. We still attach. We release a chemical in our brain that attaches us to every single person we have sex with. It's called soul ties. And one thing I can tell you that will keep you from your God-given purpose, let your kitty betray you when you get distracted, okay? All I'm trying to say is, we want all the same rights as men, but at the end of the day, picking your partner is the most important decision you'll ever make. And so I challenge you to get a copy of my book today so that you can learn from my mistakes that I made, thinking that, hey, if men can do it, so can we. But trust and believe, after being a single parent for 25 years, your kitty betrayed you, okay? Get your copy today, amberneal.com. Or more information, go to Amber Neal Show on Facebook. Get your copy. I'll be glad to autograph it and send it out to you today.
Are you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Hi, this is T. Foxy Wyckoff, and this is Let's Talk Business and Real Estate, where faith, hope, and determination comes alive. You can't talk business without talking real estate. Oh. Come follow me. The Lord will bless your barns, and He will bless your hands and everything you put them to do. The Lord will bless the property in which He's giving you. Tune in to Let's Talk Business and Real Estate on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. on the Boss Up Houston Network.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in our next segment. I'm sorry there, I had a little faux pas. if you will. I had lost my composure, and I never lose my composure. Boss Up Houston Network, Stevie Ray Experience, and we was having a conversation, and the name David Carr came up, which, as far as I'm concerned, is sacrilegious. As far as I'm concerned. This man's name should never be mentioned in any of our banter. Never. In that context. Just Derek Carr, no David Carr. Derek Carr, no David Carr. Winners. Champions, no champions.
That's right.
Winners on this show.
Guys who make the playoffs.
Guys who make a completion. Those guys. But let's cover those games today.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is a stud. Heisman Trophy. Threw for almost 1,000 yards in 2 games this year. Threw for 525 in one game and 4-something in another.
Right, yeah.
Right behind each other. And he got his college teammate playing with him.
That's right.
Is that crazy?
LSU boys.
Goodness.
Jamar Chase.
Oh, man, is he going to get Rookie of the Year?
I don't see who else.
Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, I think he closed out the year pretty strong, you know?
Yeah.
Was it three touchdowns in a game for
Yeah.
255?
Oh, my
something
God,
like
it was
that?
crazy.
It was a rookie record.
Unbelievable. I don't see any more rookies out there playing. If you didn't know better, you wouldn't even know that guy was a rookie.
No.
You wouldn't even know he was a rookie. You think he'd been in the league 2 or 3 years.
And it's funny because at the beginning of the season during camp, they were talking about how he dropped the ball a lot, how he doesn't look himself.
Right.
You know, maybe the game's too fast for him.
Right.
And he said, no. Check out this game real quick. And he's been doing it all year. I mean,
Right, yes.
There's some games where he kind of goes missing, but
Right.
for the most recent games, man, he's on it, you know? And he's still learning.
I think the thing about a receiver and a quarterback is chemistry.
Exactly.
Pro football chemistry is going to be different than your college chemistry because you're not going up, LSU was that good that year. They wasn't going up against a lot of people that was up to their level. But in the NFL, you're going against people that's higher than you on a weekly basis.
Right.
So you have to make the adjustment to come up. And I think as the season went on, they were able to do that with each other. And Burrow, you can see how he started out a little slow, and then he just caught fire, man. And plus he's coming off a catastrophic knee injury.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's the insane part about all this, man. He had a torn ACL.
Yeah.
And the guy's coming back looking better than ever.
Right.
Because typically you play a little timid shot.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to work the kinks out. And now Joe Burrow's like, hey, let's go to the playoffs.
It's unbelievable, man. So the Raiders, Bengals. You know who I'm picking?
Who's that?
I'm picking the Bengals, man, because I think they got a better running game. Joe Mixon has been playing, bro.
Yeah.
That dude, I don't know if he made the Pro Bowl. Did he make the Pro Bowl this year?
I don't know.
I think he did. Joe Mixon is the truth, bro. And not only that joker can get downfield like a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Cincinnati right now, I think that game last week, this is just my opinion, emotionally took a lot out of the Raiders.
Mm. Yeah, it's hard to match that emotion after another week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
I'm with you right there. I think the Bengals, I think they're more explosive.
Mm-hmm.
They got more playmaking ability.
Mm-hmm.
But the Raiders are gritty, man. The Raiders are tough.
They are.
They are tough, but I still see Cincinnati making bigger and better plays and, like a 30-21 type of win.
Right now, Derek is playing very well too. But I just don't think Derek got the firepower. Mm. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. That's just my opinion. I would not be surprised if young Derek pulled it out just to show people, I'm no Johnny come lately. I'm no David. If anybody got that mixed up, anything like that, Gruden, I don't care about him.
No Hootie Chucky.
And all your emails and you talking about everybody, we don't need that. Like he said, we don't need that around here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was with young Derek. Hiding, all these different things. But then when you get in front of the camera, you're the nicest guy in the world. Yeah. What about all those commercials he was doing? Where are they now?
Yeah, the Corona commercials, right?
No. I'm talking about this commercial with Gruden. him driving the car, talking about the tires and all that other stuff. You remember those? I don't even see those commercials no more. You've been shut out. You've been shut down. Man, you know what I'm saying? You just, but to get to that level and persevere after all of that carnage.
Yeah, man, because they could
to still play.
They could have easily shut it down. And, hit under the rock. Let's just be mediocre. And man, they got a good record.
And they came out of it, man.
That's right.
You can't discount that, man, because like you said, whenever you have that kind of problems within a team, and who knows how far it goes, might even go to the owner.
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't put him past it, not with that haircut.
Is that real hair?
I've never seen that haircut. I haven't seen that haircut since Mo on the Three Stooges.
And nobody can tell him anything. Because if you tell him something, your ass is gone. So it's like the elephant in the room. No one wants to say nothing about his hair, but golly.
I'm like, who will you talk about? I mean, I'm sorry, man. I don't want to talk about the man. I'm just saying, who knows how deep those emails go?
Right, exactly.
He could have been in on it. I don't know. I'm just asking questions. That's all. That's what I do, man. I ask the tough questions. You know that.
Yeah. Who's this barber? That's my question.
Who is he?
We got to find out.
I'm quite sure it's not at a barbershop.
Probably his wife or something.
Probably some guy that comes over and he had to pay him a little extra to keep this on the down low. To keep it on the down low.
That's right, yeah.
But hey, man, he's the Raiders have been represented in the playoffs, and that's good, man. It's good for football. It's good for football when certain teams are doing good.
Yeah.
And the Raiders got that long lineage, and it's glad to see them out there.
Yeah.
But the next game after that,
man, that's
New England and the Bills, man. Same division, and they playing. This will be their third time playing this year. They split 1-1. What do you think?
Yeah, this is the rubber match.
It's the rubber match.
It's the rubber match, and I want to say it's going to be in Buffalo.
Yes.
Right? And so I think weather's going to be – I haven't checked the weather, but, whether it's in New England or Buffalo, the weather's going to be a factor.
Right.
And
Buffalo and New England, they ain't that far from each other.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's a snowy day, it's going to change everything. Man, I'm rooting for Buffalo, though.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Josh Allen. I love what he does. He's very diverse. He can run the ball, throw the ball. But man, Mac Jones is there, and I think it's going to be a slugfest. I think both of them are going to hit each other in the mouth, and I think you're going to have a close game decided by a field goal at the very, very end.
That could be true. I think Buffalo has the better passing game.
Mm-hmm.
I think New England has the better running game.
They got so many running backs on that team.
And I think their defenses are close to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They play similar. So I'm like you, man. I'm like you. They're so similar, and we played each other twice. First time we beat you guys, we ran the ball on you. I threw 3 passes. Then when you beat us, you guys moved the ball. I had to throw the ball more, and I made some mistakes. You guys came out on top.
Right.
Both teams learned from what happened in each game. So I think tonight we get to see who's who. Who comes in with the better game plan? Does Bill Belichick come in with a better game plan? Or does he pull a rabbit out of his hat like he did in that first game? When the wind was blowing, do y'all really feel like playing today because I'm finna run this ball on you? Do you feel like tackling? Are you ready to go back inside and get warmed up?
Yeah.
Do you feel like tackling? They didn't feel like tackling that day.
No. I think you're going to see that today. I think you're going to see them run the ball heavily because, they got what? Damian Harris, Stevenson, the other cat, Bolden.
Well, Stevenson didn't play in the second game.
Correct, yeah.
He's back now.
Yeah.
And he's a rookie.
Man.
So they got a 3-headed horse over there, because you said, you mentioned Bolden. They got a 3-headed horse over there, and when they're on, man, it's hard to stop that running game. They try to beat you down. And what that does is protect the young guy.
Right, yeah.
Protect the young guy, and he can throw high percentage passes.
Yeah, that play action is going to be key. If they're running that ball very well,
right,
man, you put those linebackers inside just a foot or two, and you might have a tight end streaking across the midfield.
Right.
With some of those young receivers too, they can catch the ball pretty well.
But like you said, Allen might have to put everything on the line because a lot of times that big joker take off and run.
Man, I love the way he plays. He's scrapping for every single yard. You can tell when he has to scramble and go out of the pocket and try to get a first down. Man, hell or high water, he's gonna get that
dog. He's gonna get it, man. That's a big athletic dude. And I'm looking at him throw the ball in the wind. How do you throw the ball in the wind and it's on a rope?
You got to have a strong arm.
You got to have a cannon, man. And Mac Jones he got a good arm, but he ain't got an arm like that. He got a percentage type guy arm, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got that, that arm that just throw the ball 100 yards by a flip and I can control it at the same time. Those are unique guys. That's why I like Burrow so much. He's one of those guys also that can just whip a ball, throw it one thing, but just, man, where you go, woo, did you see that?
Yeah.
But you see quarterbacks all the time, but there's always one guy that's got something that other guys just don't have on a daily basis. And you don't know where that comes from. That's just God-gifted. That's just something you're born with, man. But
call it the country strong.
Those are, yes. Yeah, so I think I'm picking the Bengals, but the second game, New England and the Buffalo Bills, I'm going to have to be honest with the guys. It's a toss-up for me. I don't know. It's hard to pick against two teams that have beaten each other, and they both beat each other in two different ways.
Yeah.
So that's hard to pick against. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to go into our last segment. We're going to take a break here. And when we come out, we'll talk about the other games that's going to be on tomorrow, Sunday. It's got 3 games, and then 1 game on Monday. We'll hold those down. Right back at you.
Hey singles, do you feel it? The feeling like it's time to start having fun again? If you do, then you're ready to celebrate with Events and Adventures. There's never been a better time to join than right now. Meet new people with a packed calendar of fun events, exciting adventures, and future memories. It's time to live life to the fullest, to high five, skydive, and feel alive again. That feeling is here at Events and Adventures. If you're single and ready to celebrate, visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
This is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up. Look up, stay up, and this is Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Wanna be a boss? Let's talk business. Let's talk fashion. Let's talk health, fitness, community, lifestyle, and finance with Boss Up Houston, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. It's Boss Up Houston, where we look up, stay up, and boss up.
Hello everyone, this is Judge Mike Englehart. I've been one of your elected trial court judges since 2008. I'm running for the First Court of Appeals in the 2022 election. If you can hear this ad, I'm asking for your vote in the March 1st, 2022 Democratic primary. I've been named Trial Judge of the Year, and I'm a board-certified lawyer. Please vote for me, Mike Englehart, to send a qualified, reasonable, and fair judge to the First Court of Appeals. That's me, Judge Mike Englehart, for the First Court of Appeals. Please register to vote and vote for Judge Mike Englehart for the First Court of Appeals. Thank you.
AT&T Fiber delivers a faster internet experience than cable. Ask me how to get 300 megabits per second for only $35 a month, plus taxes and fees, with no annual contract, no bundles required, and unlimited internet data included. Call Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Again, that is Boss Up Houston Network at 832-895-5095. Limited availability may not be available in your area. Speed claims based on combined upload and download capacity of internet 300, internet 500, and internet 1000 versus Xfinity, Spectrum, Cox 100 meg, 500 meg, 600 meg, 1 gig, 1.2 gig cable services with
you single? Maybe you're divorced or new in town. It's time to meet your match with Events and Adventures. Whether you're low-key or adventurous, come hang out with tons of like-minded people at exciting group activities. The best part? Everyone is single. From happy hours and trivia nights to outdoor adventures and weekend getaways, Events and Adventures has something for everyone. We're all here for the same reason. So come be part of a community made for singles. Your match is waiting for you to make your move. Visit eventsandadventures.com to get started. That's eventsandadventures.com.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for our last segment right here at Boss Up Houston Network. I am your host of the Stevie Ray Experience. I am Stevie Ray. This is my main man, Mr. Angel Corona. We've been running it down. When it comes to some ball, we gave our predictions on the games today. Now we're going to go to the games tomorrow. Buccaneers. Tom Brady.
Defending champions.
Asterisk. Corona champions. Everything lined up.
Right.
Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurst. Playing a little better at the end of the season. Using his legs.
Right.
Using his head. Wide receivers are stepping up for him. What do we think?
You know, I love Jalen Hurts. He's a Houston boy out of Channelview.
Yep.
But man, I don't see them winning.
Okay.
I don't see them winning. I think the Buccaneers are. They have the best offense in the NFL. You know, Brady's playing phenomenal right now. I just think that they've been there, they've done that, they have experience, and I don't see how Philadelphia has a really good threat. You know, their defense is mediocre, their offense is mediocre as well. So I see the Bucs handling them pretty well.
Okay. You know what? The first game they played this year, the Buccaneers got out to a very big lead. Mm-hmm. But then the Eagles came back at the end. I think the Eagles have learned from that. What Tom Brady wants to do is get a big lead on teams and then make you get out of the element of what you want to do. That is why they throw the ball every play. Tom Brady going to damn near throw the ball 50 times a game. That's what he does. That's why he threw for 5,000 yards, because he threw the ball more than anybody else. But you know who else got 5,000 yards? Justin Herbert didn't throw the ball as much. That's right. But be that as it may, they're trying to get Tom Brady the MVP this year by force-feeding him. Well, trying to beat –
padding those stats?
Yeah, trying to pad the stats and trying to beat Peyton Manning's record back in 2013. But let me tell you something about when Peyton Manning set that record. Do you know how many games he came out in the fourth quarter that year?
Leading. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he came out a lot of times.
About 7 times.
Yeah. He would light up the Texans in 3 quarters and just –
You know how many yards he threw for that year? 5,450 something.
Yeah. And he could have thrown for more.
Easily.
More
if he had stayed in the game or just came out and blistered teams.
Yeah.
What would he have thrown to? Almost probably close to 6,000 yards.
You're right, man. I never thought about that. Peyton Manning, if he played in today's NFL, where they throw the ball 60 times a game, do little small, dig routes, pitch routes, and, man.
And threw 55 touchdowns that year. And do you know what else? You ever heard of Noshawn Marino? Noshawn Marino ran for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
How many people do you know? What I'm saying, this is unprecedented that people don't understand. The man threw for almost 5,500 yards, had 55 touchdowns, and 1,000-yard running back in the backfield. Does anybody have close to 1,000 yards for Tampa Bay right now? No. So you see what I'm talking about? How that season, 2013, to me, is the most prolific season for a quarterback with virtuoso performances on a weekly basis. And let me tell you this, why it's so appreciated. Everybody on the outfield offense became a multi-millionaire. Even the offensive linemen, everybody got paid. Nobody ever talks about that.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah, every receiver pretty much,
I'm talking about the offensive line and Noshawn Marino.
I forgot about that guy. But he was a beast, man.
I got you paid. How many people can say that? How many people do one guy made a whole offense multi-millionaires? All of y'all should buy me cars.
All of them should be sending very, very good Christmas gifts.
Exactly. Julius Thomas.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire. Demarius Thomas.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire. What was the other receiver name?
Was it Decker?
Yeah, Eric Decker.
Yeah.
Multi-millionaire. No Sean Marino.
Who was their tight end? Oh, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the offensive linemen got new contracts,
right.
either with other teams or with the Chargers. I mean, not Chargers, but the Broncos.
Yeah.
I put kids through college. That's what he said.
Bought some baby mama houses.
Yeah. I got you out of the apartment, man. You need to holler at your boy. So with Tom Brady, you cannot match that. That will never be matched in the history of football. Oh, nobody breaks it down like Stevie Ray. Nobody. If anybody can have a 4,000-yard season, but a 5,000-yard season and a 1,000-yard running back, that's 6,000 yards right there.
Damn.
Come on, man.
That's a whole lot of offense.
Tell me, and I went and sit down and started reading Cosmopolitan magazine in the fourth quarter. What about that?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dog. You ain't even seen Brady came out of one game this year, and that was the last game of the season.
Yeah. And he went back in, right, to get Gronk his
Gronk
his money.
Right.
500,000.
You got somebody $1 million. What's that?
Chump change.
Chump change. And I just got you a contract with somebody.
Yeah.
A contract.
A 3-5-year contract.
Eric Decker should be. Oh man, we got me off right now. Let's get off that game. But Patriots, I see them winning too.
Oh, you got the Patriots.
I see them winning.
Okay, I got
not Patriots. I'm sorry, I'm thinking Tom Brady's playing for the Patriots, but Tampa Bay. I got Tampa Bay winning that game.
Okay, and then the last
Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah,
Dallas Cowboys. 49ers. Who you got?
You know, Stevie Ray, this hurts me to say this because I'm a big Texans fan. We don't like the Cowboys.
We don't like them.
But man, I think the Cowboys are going to win. It's so weird because the Cowboys will play very, very good in one game and mediocre the next game. So it kind of depends on which Cowboys come out. But, man, I mean, you look around, there's so much firepower there. I mean, there's CeeDee Lamb, you got Ezekiel Elliott, who's kind of playing mediocre, man. But when you have Dak Prescott back there, man, I take Dak Prescott over majority of these quarterbacks, especially the one they're going against.
49ers will beat the Dallas Cowboys. Jimmy Garoppolo will outplay Dak Prescott. That's what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's a bold statement, Stevie Ray.
I know it is. Jimmy Garoppolo will outplay. He's over his injuries. Now, people don't realize the man just had surgery on his thumb 2 weeks ago. Or was it his finger? He just had surgery. Not a Band-Aid. Surgery.
Not a bruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's getting over that little by little, so it's going to be healed a little bit more this week. And I honestly believe Kyle Shanahan will innovatively outclass the Dallas Cowboys. He will be running plays they've never seen before.
I definitely think the 49ers are going to control the ball. I think that's one way they're going to defeat. If they do defeat the Cowboys, you got to run the clock and you got to control the clock. You know, whether you're running the ball, using Deebo Samuel, Mitchell, you name it, or doing small passes, just keep getting first downs, because guess what? Offense on the opposite team can't score if you're on the field.
Another thing is this. A lot of people know how good the Dallas Cowboy defense is. They're sleeping on the 49ers defense. Watch and see what I tell you. But the third game, my Pittsburgh Steelers.
The underdogs.
Going up against the Kansas City Chiefs that just blew them out a few weeks ago. Now, my prediction in that game is this.
Let me ask you a better question.
Okay.
Because I already know your prediction. What's the percentage? You can give me a number.
10.
The percentage
10.
that the Steelers.
You don't have to finish. 10. 10.
You hear that, Steelers Nation?
Hey, I'm just being honest. Look at this. I'm proud of my Steelers, man. But Big Ben can't get out of his own way. I don't know what kind of poking beans he's going to be eating that morning and washing it down with a six-pack.
That man looks like a 60-year-old quarterback playing the game.
He can't.
Just hobbling
The thing about Ben, he cannot get pushed So you're not gonna. They've been averaging 16, 18 points. You got to score 30 points to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. At least 27. At least to beat those.
And you got to be able to throw the ball deep.
Yes.
Because Patrick Mahomes, at the end of the day, if he's shut down for a quarter, 2 quarters, he's eventually gonna come back. Ask the Texans 2 years ago.
And you're gonna hit that one big play, and it don't take but 2 seconds.
And you can't be getting 3 and outs.
No.
That's what the Steelers have been doing. So man, either Big Ben has to be resurrected, or the Steelers are gonna go down, and it's gonna be a quick and easy, painful fall.
Monday night, Cardinals, Rams.
I'm going for Rams, man. I think this is a heavyweight fight.
It's a pick-up game.
This is the whole
Another division.
Yeah, another division game, and I just like what the Rams are doing. I think again, man, they got more firepower. I think they got more firepower. They got so many receivers. Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham, Matthew Stafford's playing pretty good, and when you got Aaron Donald on that side on the defense, I think you're always going to be in the game. When it's a crucial third down, I think he's going to make a good play, and I see that being a shootout, though.
I see it being a shootout, too.
An absolute shootout.
But I tell you what, there's more pressure on Matthew Stafford than anybody in the playoffs. And hey, I hope he steps up because I'm picking the Rams also. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The Stevie Ray Experience is back right here, Boss Up Houston Network. For my man Angel Corona, I am Stevie Ray, and we are out. Hey guys, this is your boy, WWE Hall of Famer Stevie Ray, and I'm going to be coming to Boss Up Houston with my new podcast, The Stevie Ray. So, if you don't want to miss what's really going on, holla at your boy.